Good morning, folks. There was a drilling rig explosion in Oklahoma yesterday, and following the 6.3 earthquake we had south of Chiapas, Mexico, we had a couple of 4-pointers up and down that subduction zone, the one we told you to keep an eye on. The largest was a 4.6 in the Gulf of California. We also had a 6.0 in the South Sandwich Islands, which was subsequently downgraded to a 5.4, and we do have some flash flooding going on in Singapore. Folks, the Chinese are really becoming more and more dependent on Iran. Their oil needs are increasing at a rate that is pretty astounding. I really don't think they're bluffing when they told us not to mess with Iran. And folks, they're finding life in volcanic vents and extreme cold. It's about time to start saying it's everywhere. A lot of you might know that we had this coronal mass ejection on the way. Well, it finally did hit us in the last few hours. You can see we had about a 200 kilometers per second spike in the solar wind speed, and we had huge solar wind densities recorded. The KP index is currently at 4, which is technically unsettled. Any higher and it will be an official geomagnetic storm. I want to take a minute though, because there is a very reputable and seemingly knowledgeable YouTuber out there saying that, hey, we've been having auroras without seeing much spiking on the KP index. It must be broken or have been damaged by space weather. But folks, this is a value derived from an equation based on magnetometer data. It can't be damaged by space weather. And as you can see here, the GOES magnetometer, the HARP induction magnetometer, they're fine. They're showing the resonance, and the Fluxgate magnetometer. So folks, please don't worry about the KP index being, quote, damaged. It's not a satellite that is vulnerable to space weather. It's a math equation. You want to know why you're seeing auroras without serious geomagnetic disturbances? Well, how about what we've been telling you about the protective layers? We'll get a good chance to look at it after this as well. We see some ionospheric absorption. We see a little spike here in the total electron content. Both the GOES and the ACE electron monitors are spiking as well. So we'll have to check the critical frequencies on our F layers. We are also on our way to having a potential solar radiation storm if that climbs much higher. And folks, you remember yesterday we were pointing out this little magnetic filament. It looked like it was getting ready to lift off the surface of the sun. Managed to hold on for dear life, so that's a good thing, and it's turning away from us. We still do have that big solar active region and this really big dark coronal hole that's turning a limb right now. So folks, that's what we really are looking at. As you can see here, you can kind of see an equatorial filament that's turning a limb as well, but not much as of yet. So folks, that's the news. Be safe.